Hi guys, this is Mrs. Terry, and this is the last lesson of chapter 11. So we have lesson 5, which is comparing annual salaries. So the first thing I want to talk about is a salary. A salary is the payment for your work, and that is for a 1-year time period. So I am paid by salary. So when I accepted my job as a teacher, they told me this is how much you would earn for 1 year of work. Now, some of your parents are they are paid by wage, which means they know how much they earn per hour. So you should ask your parents, hey, like, do you earn are you on salary where you or do you get paid per hour? Some of you already know that answer. You know, hey, I know my parents work per hour because they get overtime, right? They put in extra hours so that way they can make more. And so you know, oh, my parent is paid by the hour. So now, your income is the amount of money that you bring in during a year. Okay, so annual would be how much you earned in 1 year. Now, your lifetime income is how much income you've earned over your entire life. So, in last lesson, you learned about different, you learned about different types of colleges. So now what I want you to do is I want you to understand that not only are there different types of colleges, but there are different career paths. And depending on what job you pick to do, you will be paid a different amount. Now, for most people, you will work multiple jobs in your life. Now, maybe there's a few of you who will work the same type of job your whole life, but a lot of people do change jobs. So the thing about this lesson is this is just an average. It's not exactly how much you'll earn. As well as a lot of people start off in the first few years of their career, they make less than what they make 10 years in the same career or 20 years in the same career. And then other people, they get paid the same amount hourly always. So those are some different things that I want you to think about. I want you to talk to your parents, talk to people in your life that have jobs, and ask them about their job, maybe how they found their job, how they got interested in it, and find out things like that. So what I want to talk about is when you're trying to figure out, okay, let's talk about Lucinda. If she's trying to figure out if she wants to become a veterinarian or a veterinarian technician. A veterinarian makes quite a bit more than a veterinarian technician. But if you notice, a veterinarian goes to school for 8 years and a veterinarian technician only goes to school for 2 years. So the more years you go to college, most likely your income will be higher. There are a few jobs that's not true, but I'm just letting you know most likely that is true. If Lucinda started working at a veterinarian at age 26 and worked for 39 years, what would her lifetime income be? Assume the annual salary remained the same each year. So assume that she earned the same amount each year. So we're doing estimations here. Okay, so let's see. We have 39 years of work times 82,000. So over her lifetime, Lucinda would make $3,198,000. Okay, but remember, that is not the amount she has in her bank account. Most people use almost all of their income at the end of the year. They might have a small amount in savings, but they use most of their income for their house, for the things in their house, their cars, going out to eat, vacations, things like that. Now let's talk about Lucinda. If she works at a veterinarian technician at age 20 and works until 65, 20 to 65 is 45 years. So if she works for 45 years and it earns $30,000 a year, I'm multiplying 45 times 30,000, and I'm going to find out that that means that she earned $1,350,000. So that's a huge difference, a $2 million difference between. Wow. So you can see why maybe going to college would be worth it. If Lucinda started working as a veterinarian technician at age 20 and worked until 65, what would her life... Oh, Miss Terry didn't read. This is 45 years. This is her lifetime income. Now it says compare the incomes Lucinda should earn as a veterinarian or a veterinarian technician. Lucinda would earn, let's subtract, so let's take 3,198,000 minus 1,350,000. So would earn 1,008,000. Oh man. Would earn $1,848,000 more if she was a veterinarian. But she would have to go to college for 6 more years. And she would have to pay to go to college for 6 more years. Okay. So now, as you can see here, again, here is a program analyst makes about $75,000 for 4 years. A computer support specialist makes about $46,000 for 2 years. So the lifetime income of working for 30 years for each of these, you're going to make more money if you were a program analyst. And to find out how much more money, we subtracted them. And so to find the lifetime income, you multiply your income times the amount of years you work. Same thing with this. Their physical therapist assistant makes about this much money, but a physical therapist makes double that. That's a big difference. So you need to think about that when you decide what career path you want to go on. Calculate and compare the lifetime income for the auto mechanic and the insurance agent. Assume a career of 40 years. Okay, so I disagree with this. I think you would need to become an auto mechanic. You will need to go to college for a year to go to trade school. And just to let you know, a lot of insurance agents do have full university degrees. But so now let's say for 40 years. So how do we find out for 40 years? You need to multiply by 40. Okay, luckily you're allowed to use a calculator. So we have times 40. So 1. Okay, so that's for total amount. That is not the amount of money that person has in their bank account. Because remember, you use most of the money you have times 40. Use most of the money you have, and then every year. You don't have very much left over at the end of the year. You do have a little bit of a savings, but that's it. Okay, and so then to compare them, we could subtract them. And we're going to say that an insurance agent would make more, obviously. So we could subtract them. Okay, that's the same thing that you're going to do on the practice problems. Remember to leave us questions, leave your teachers questions, and ask if you need any help. Thank you. Bye.